Welcome to my home movie of the new McLaren 12C Spider. It costs £195,500, which is £19,500 more than the Coupe. It uses a folding hardtop that folds in just 17 seconds. That's right, you clever people, the opening shot was actually speeded up. The rear screen is electric, and you can lower it with the roof up to allow some more V8 noise into the cabin. Apart from a new, smaller bonnet badge, the 12C is pretty much as before, and that's to say, far more interesting up close than in pictures. There are some great shapes and scoops on this car, and some lovely sculpted details, especially around the rear tailpipes. But just like the 458 Spider, which uses a very similar roof arrangement, those buttresses do look a bit odd from the front three-quarter view. Allowing natural light into the cabin makes it look even better than before. If the exterior styling is a bit, is it a Lotus Evora, the cabin is just what you'd expect from McLaren. Simple, clever, and with some of the coolest clock faces on any new car. And just to remind those of you who have forgotten, the 12C has a chassis unlike any other motor car. The dampers are all hydraulically connected, which allows support to be transferred to each corner in fractions of a second. The test car was running optional carbon ceramic discs, the stickier Pirelli Corsa tyres and lightweight alloy wheels. We were at Ascari Race Resort, so it only seems sensible to see how much damage chopping the roof from a 12C has actually caused to the way it drives.
Okay children, this is the MP4-12C Spider, or as we now have to call it, the 12C Spider, because they're sort of dropping the MP4 bit. We're at Ascari Circuit, which is a mecca for going very fast, but there's lots of stuff to hit, so we have to treat it with some respect. So what are we looking for? Well, I'm not sure actually, because we know that the car is 40 kilograms heavier. But we also know it's got a carbon tub, so it doesn't matter that the roof's been removed. That in itself should mean that dynamically the car is very similar. I'll tell you what it is, fecking quick. This has got the upgraded motor in it, 625 PS. Fuck me. Proper fast. I mean, convertibles should not be this much fun. Convertibles, right, are for sissies. But this is a bloody animal, this thing. The performance is just barking. You can hear the traction going off, and I have to say, in super stiff mode, there is something a little bit artificial about the way the chassis feels, but do you know what? It's not like any other car you get to drive. That's what I find so interesting about it. Got that all wrong. This is unlike any other car out there. It's just so flipping capable. Definitely feels quicker than the last one I drove. It's just so clever. I don't know whether to respect it for doing everything for me or to resent it. It's difficult to decide. What it is very cool. As the tyres are getting hotter, I'm getting a little bit of understeer. I'll give you that. I love that. Ba, 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 ba. The direction changes on the car are remarkable, and it just obviously has no flex at all. Absolutely no flex.
If there is a difference between Spider and Coupe, I couldn't pick it on the track. And once we'd done the sensible fast stuff, it only seemed right to prove that the Spider somehow skids like it has an LSD when it doesn't have an LSD. But perhaps the biggest surprise is on the road, where the latest gearbox and engine calibration makes the car smoother and faster. In fact, it is just crazy fast. Is it a good convertible? Well, the hood mechanism is excellent, but I thought the cabin was quite windy at 85 miles an hour. McLaren reckons 80% of 12Cs sold will now be Spiders, and I can see why. Me? I always prefer a roof over my head, so I'd take a Coupe. Either way, you get an outstanding machine.